What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Liciaparie, and I am back with another video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so y'all know when your girl posts another video, okay? So this is going to be a story time of my first kiss. Now, my first kiss was in first grade, okay? So if you don't want to count that, I can give you the story of the first grade and the 8th grade. Because 8th grade is when I had a kiss. But first grade is when it started. So to me, first grade is my first kiss. Let's just be real. Because I was kissing ever since then. Just saying. Just saying. And I had a little type too, which didn't know that one was coming. Okay, so anyways. So my first kiss, y'all. Okay, so I was in the first grade, right? And I would always hang out with this boy named Raymond. I'm not going to say his last name, but you know who you are, Raymond. But yeah, so I liked Raymond. Raymond was really sweet. And, you know, he always played with me. Like, we were cool. You know what I'm saying? So one day, we got behind the teacher's desk. Well, Raymond was behind the teacher's desk. And he told me, come here. So I came behind the teacher's desk and I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, it was like out of nowhere, Raymond kissed me. Like, that was like my first kiss. And I was like, I was shocked because I was like, oh my gosh, he kissed me. So I was like, okay. Okay, he kissed me on the lips, and it was one of those, mwah, you know, where you can hear the sound and everything. That's how you know it was good, okay? So I was like, oh, you know, and I felt like I was that girl because I knew Raymond's family. He had a little sister at the time. Like, I was cool. Like, Raymond was my boy. He was my guy. You know what I'm saying? And he just, you know, he just reached and kissed me. And I was just like, okay. So, you know, we go to 2nd grade. You know, I still like Raymond. I'm still kissing on Raymond. And then I met this little dude named Mario. So me and Mario got cool. So one day I had my little headphones on, you know, doing my little stuff, you know. And Mario kissed me out of nowhere. Just, and I was like, I'm sorry. I belong to Raymond. Like, don't come for me. I belong to Raymond. But, you know, you young, you know how that go. But, yeah, so that is like my little small story time of my first kiss. But my real first kiss, y'all, it was in 8th grade. So it was this little dude that, you know, I had met at church. And yes, at church. Yeah. So you know how they always say, oh, you can find, you know, find a good man at church and you can find a good woman at church. Y'all, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Because some of the worst people that you ever will date can come from church. Let's just be honest. And I've been in church my whole life. So, yes, I know that. So, it was a little dude that, you know, I was kind of liking on or whatever. And he was kind of liking on me or whatever. And, you know, we would talk every now and then and stuff like that when I seen him at church. Because that's the only time I seen him was at church. So I'd be happy to come to church on Sundays. I'm like, So my daddy was a pastor. So I would split my Sundays. So one Sunday I would go to my daddy's church. And then the next Sunday I'd probably go to my mom's church. You know what I'm saying? And then, well, me and my mom would go to, you know, his church and then her church. Because she still had her family church out here. But, okay. So, you know, the Sundays that I had to get ready to sit here and go to my daddy's church, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go see my little boo, whatever. So, you know, I'd go to church and we'll, you know, just be having a little conversation or whatever. I was like, oh, I kind of like this little boy. Okay. All right. So, you know, we was chatting it up or whatever. And then, you know, he wrote on a little piece of paper, you know, you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no, you know, check, whatever. You know, childish. When you're young, you childish. Now, I was in the 8th grade at the time, okay? So I'm just like, okay, cool. I was like, yes, of course. I want to be your girlfriend, you know? So we would do little girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. Like, have conversations, you know, talk on the phone, or sneak on the phone. Little stuff, you know? And then one day, he was like, your lips look so pretty. And I was like, what? Stop. What? My lips look pretty. And I was like, yours look pretty too. Don't know what I was saying, but that's what I said to him. And he was like, okay. He was like, is it okay if I kiss you? And I was like, what? Yeah, like it's fine. I mean, okay. And so he moved in. And then I moved in. And then he was like, and I was like, okay. It was nothing, y'all. It was just like, and it didn't even have like a, you know, that sound. That's the sound I was waiting on. None of that. So I'm like, okay, well, this kiss was dry. That's what I was saying to myself. But I didn't say it to him. I would have probably hurt his little feelings. So I'm like, this kiss is really dry. Like, really dry. And so he was like, can I kiss you again? He was like, this time, can we use tongue? What? I'm like, hold your brakes, bruh. Like, we just had our first kiss, and now you want tongue too? Like, can you give me a minute? And then he's like, so you're gonna tongue kiss me? I'm like, sure, we can tongue kiss. So, you know how you don't really know how to tongue kiss. So it's like, your mouth is open, and you're like, you know, and then you cock to the side, and then he's like to this side, and your mouth is open, and then like your tongues kind of lock. They kind of rubbed each other. That's basically how it was. It was more like a and then a tongue rub. And you know, it was not my best experience because I don't know what he ate that day, but his tongue did not taste good. And it felt slimy. So I was just like, ugh, is this what it is to French kiss? Because that slimy tongue was not given, okay? Not given. So I'm just like, oh, like that's not good. Like, I like the regular kiss. I'd rather have a regular kiss where you can hear the noise than to sit here and have like a tongue kiss where it's just like nasty. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, did you like it? And I'm just like, it was okay, you know? I mean, what did he want me to say? Like, I couldn't really say anything. So I'm just like, it was okay. And he's like, okay. So at that point in time, you know, we would be at church for like hours. Sometimes it'd be like 4 or 5 hours or something like that. We would literally just be at church at that time. So like, we kissed before church started. It was like after like Sunday school type of thing. And then after church, we were just, you know, ran out and we were playing and stuff like that. And then he was like, you want to kiss before you go? And I'm just like, do we have to? And he was like, no, we don't have to. And I felt bad for him, you know what I'm saying? Because he was looking all puppyish and sad. So I'm just like, okay. Well, it's fine. I said, but can we just do a regular kiss? Like, not a tongue kiss, just regular. And he was like, oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So this time, we had a regular kiss, and you could hear the... So I was like, okay, you're getting a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because that first round, we had to redo it. And the second round, it was slimy. It wasn't for me. So we had that moment right there, where you heard that little smack noise. So I'm just like, okay, all right. I could get used to this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was my first kiss, y'all. And I'm just going to be honest with you. He was not a good kisser. I mean, he always wanted to like tongue kiss, and it was just like, ugh, like your tongue just didn't taste. It wasn't up to par. I don't know if he didn't brush it or what, but it was just not. It's not what it was at all. But that's my little story time, my first kiss. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how y'all first kiss was down in the comments. I mean, your girl is nosy, so of course I want to know. Okay, so make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all notification bell is on so y'all know when I drop these videos, and make sure you're subscribed. Okay, so let's do that right now. Go down and do that right now. I'll wait. Till next time.
I need some love. I need some love. I need some love.